Thank you, sir, for allowing me to take part on the discussion of general discussion on budget. First, I would like to thank to the Honorable Chief Minister for the budget speech, and also I would like to thank to all the honorable members in this August House. The point number one, sir, that I want to discuss on this general discussion on budget regarding the teachers, the teaching community, especially for the deficit school teachers in the state. I would like to bring to the notice of this August House two things which are related for the welfare of the deficit school teachers in the state. Number one, sir, death cum retirement gratuity, DCRG. The teachers have no retirement benefit except for CPF and DCRG. In this aspect, the Third Pay Commission has considered an amount of 3.5 lakhs as DCRG. The Fourth Pay Commission had recommended rupees 7 lakh for the deficit school teachers. And again, the Fifth Pay Commission had raised the DCRG to rupees 10 lakhs. But it is sad to note that the state government is still paying the teachers at the rate of 3.5 lakhs. Teachers are the second mothers and fathers to our children. I'm not wrong to say that all of us sitting in this August House today, no one can deny that teachers have sacrificed a lot to shape our personality. I don't want to see that teachers have to leave the school and come out again to the street like before to agitate and demand for the rights. Therefore, I request the government of the day to consider and to allocate for the education department the amount of DCRG as recommended by the Fifth Pay Commission. Number two, sir, maternity leave. So far, the deficit school teachers have no maternity leave. Ladies teachers have to pay all by themselves for the substitute teacher in her absence. I feel that maternity leave should be allowed for the ladies teachers. Teachers who take leave should no longer manage a substitute teacher all by themselves, and the respected teacher should not pay from their own pocket. Therefore, I urge the government of the day to respect our mothers and give them the facilities that they deserve. Number two, sir, agriculture. Once again, I request the government of the day to kindly set up skill industries for the benefit of our farmers in the state. Number three, sir, since my constituency, 98% of the people are farmers. Most of the farmers having poultry farming, piggery farming. Therefore, I request the government to kindly see and make sure for the smooth functioning of veterinary centers in my constituency and create more veterinary center in my constituency, Mauhati constituency. Number four, sir, If you look at the budget 2023-2024 presented by the state government on arts and culture, I found that the amount allocated for promoting traditional folk song, film production and documentation is very less. However, there is no inclusion of any funds for other traditional activities such as traditional dances, which are unique to each specific district. For example, sir, in Riboy district, we have Shat Sajer, we have Shat Lakampong, Shat Shokaba, Shat Shutwait, Shat Kunju Kantay, Shat Lukmi, etc. As one of the states in northeastern India, which has vibrant and diverse cultural traditions, I feel that the government should focus in allocating more funds to uplift these activities. One more thing, Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm one of the choir conductor. I will be very happy if the government will take initiative to uplift the choir group in the state of Meghalaya. It is worth mentioning that if strengthening of cultural traditions and activities is being taken more care, and perhaps we might be able to preserve a rich cultural diversity of a land. As when cultural practices are alive, so will be the long-term persistence of the community as a whole. In Khasi we say, Lada im katenrai, ka im kajai inriu. Next point, sir, Social Welfare Department. I have seen that as per the budget, there is sanction allocated for the construction of these ICDS centers. But sir, I don't see that there is any intention to create more ICDS center for many villages that's still waiting long time back. I would request the government of the day to kindly allocate more sanction for the construction of new ICDS center in our state, especially in my constituency, and so many villages is still waiting for. Next point, sir. Till today, I don't see that the government has any intention to have disabilities centers district-wise. We cannot deny the fact that there are so many talented disability friends who have so many talents in singing, tailoring, weaving, dancing, etc. So therefore, I would like to request the government of the day to kindly look and kindly take any steps for to have a disability center district-wise. Next point, sir, I want to discuss about the PWD, Public Works Department. I'm very sad that I don't see any village name of my constituency in the budget speech. Sir, today I'm standing here on behalf of the people of my constituent. We all know that the construction of UG Road from Umsning to Sonidan of 40 kilometers is going on. But the second one, which is pending, that is from Sonidan to Umsiang, 40 kilometers. The road condition is very pathetic. Therefore, I request the government and the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister to kindly sanction from any scheme for the construction of UG Road from Sonidan to Umsiang. Sir, with these few words, once again, I request the government of the day, since we all know that the Mauhati constituency is the backward constituency, I request the government to kindly take any steps, and also I request the government, especially for the roads construction, for the benefit of the people, as we all know that the road is the backbone of the people in the state. With these few words, once again, I thank you, sir, and with these few words, I resume my seat. Thank you.
Gavin, Mylliem, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for allowing me to participate in the discussion on a budget present by our Honorable Leader of the House. So, of course, sir, when I went through the budget speech, we all know, sir, that our state is largely dependent on transfers from the center in meeting both the revenue expenditure and also for making capital investments. However, in order to ensure that as a state we do have the required resources to undertake all the necessary activities for the betterment of the state, I fully appreciate the sentiments as expressed by our Honorable CM to take all the necessary steps to increase our own tax and non-tax revenues, and for its aim to make our state a $10 billion economy by the year 2027-28. We can see, sir, from the budget speech that the government has termed this current budget as the people's budget, with the aim of making our state one of the top 10 states of the country by 2032 in terms of per capita GDP and achieving the sustainable development goals. And I hope and believe that this intention is fully achieved in the time frame as indicated. So I would first like to touch a primary sector. I'm very happy that the various missions like the Lakadong mission, the mushroom and the honey missions, and many other missions have been initiated by the MDA-1 government, and that these missions, as we can see, are progressing well. These missions, of course, have proved to be for the benefit of the state and its people. But I would also like to urge the government to select a few more priority sectors which would be possible to be implemented through a mission mode. We can also see, sir, that the government appreciates the fact that majority of the population depends directly or indirectly upon agriculture and has therefore further expanded the Focus and Focus Plus programs targeting to cover most of the farming households in the state. We believe that the implementation of various missions in the state will really help the state to progress substantively on the road of development. So coming to the infrastructure sector, I would like to appreciate the MDA-1 government because during the last 5 years, we have really seen that a lot of transformation has really occurred in the road sector across the state. However, in spite of this remarkable performance, the government continues to be confronted by many challenges on the ground. And I'm confident that the MDA-2 government will give continued stress and importance to this very critical sector, which would have a major impact on the quality of life of our beloved people. We can see, sir, that till date, we still have many villages across the state which are still unconnected. I myself represent a constituency where we still have around 30 villages out of a total 94 villages which are still not yet connected till date. And I hope that the government will continue to give the highest priority to this particular sector. And I'm very happy that the government has thought of the Chief Minister's Rural Connectivity Scheme to address the last mile connectivity issues, where its concentration won't be only on the construction of roads, but also on the construction of suspension and footbridges. And I'm very hopeful that such interventions will really contribute to the economic upliftment of our people. Under the health sector, sir, we could see that 1,805 crores have been earmarked, showing a significant jump in the allocation when compared to the financial year 2022-23, which indicates the importance being shown by the government towards this critical sector. As the saying goes, health is wealth. And the additional investment of the government in this critical sector, coupled with the focused approach to tackling the issues on the ground, will ensure that the health parameters of the state will improve substantially in the coming years. This will help us achieve the sustainable development goals as desired. Under the youth, employment and entrepreneurship, of course, sir, we do understand the youth of our state are our future. And given the huge talent that exists among the youth, it is absolutely essential that the potential is given the chance to development, not only in the interest of the state, but even in the interest of the country. It would thus be essential for the government to ensure that such skills are encouraged and the budding interests of the youth are not snuffed out. Unemployment problem, in fact, is one of the main challenges being faced by any government, and I feel that a multi-pronged approach is required to tackle this problem to a great extent. I'm very happy to see that the various ongoing skill programs are being imparted to our youths across the state, and I'm very hopeful that these will help our youths to prepare for the very many demands of workforce and also help them to become more well-rounded individuals. However, I would also like to humbly suggest that in order to solve the unemployment problem to a great extent, that the government may set up a commission which could have an ambitious target for the multiple sectoral employment generation within a specified and limited time frame. Under the education sector, sir, we could see that the government has allocated around 2,015 crores, which clearly indicates the importance shown by the government towards this particular sector, and which will be spent in investing both the physical infrastructures as well as human resources. I would like to take this opportunity also, sir, to remind the state government of the proposal that had been submitted by Sora Government College last year for the introduction of the Department of Khasi Music at Sora Government College. This will be in line with the new Education Policy 2020, which will benefit not only from the educational angle, but also from the socio-logical angle. The new Education Policy of India lays down provisions for inclusive program of studies and encourages the study of music amongst other, so as to provide students with the knowledge of Indian education and environment. This will enable learners to choose a subject which is related to their inborn talent and creativity, and I'm very hopeful that there will also be a scope for students who pass out through this course to be performing artists and craftsmen in future. Therefore, I would like to urge the government to kindly approve this proposal, which would not only benefit the students from Sora area, but the students even from the whole of Khasi and Jaintia Hills who desire to opt this particular stream. Now coming to the empowerment of women, so we could see that the increase of self-help groups from 5,814 in 2018 to around 43,000 in 2023. Of course, the 50% reservation of women leaders in VECs and a further reduction in MMR are some of the clear indicators that the government has taken several measures to empower our women. So due to paucity of time, I do not propose to take too much of your time. So these few submissions, I would once again express my gratitude for the budget 2023-24 as presented by the leader of the House. Thank you.
Thank you.